Hey guys, CRU Productions back at it again with another Beyblade X unboxing. This time, it is not Hasbro, no, it is the new COBALT Dragoon from Takara Tomy. I purchased this Beyblade from Mall of Toys. It finally got here. I'm very excited to get into this. Let's go ahead and go off our first impressions real quick. This particular box is not too dissimilar from the Hasbro boxes, which I do like, of course. Though it is pretty hefty, a lot bigger, a lot wider, especially, let's go ahead and grab Sword Phoenix. Especially compared to Hasbro's Sword Phoenix, which is pretty similar in terms of starter. Hey, they almost kind of line up. So you don't get a window into the Beyblade, you just get a preview off to the left. You get your left string launcher, you get your right string launcher. You have your Beyblade up there with the black background. Width-wise, Takara's a little bit longer, has an angle instead of just a straight, basically just a straight up and down until you get to the top. Come to the back. There's our Japanese information, and here's our American one. Similar layout, really cool. Nothing too dissimilar there. So let's go ahead and crack into this sucker. I'm very excited to see this one. I do like that Takara Tomy's boxes are a little bit easier to open up. However, I did get a box within a box, so let me go ahead and cut this sucker open as well. Here's what we get inside. We get our warning about the playing area, trying to not get hurt. Instructions fell out. Probably just keep these sealed, I don't really need them. Then inside, here's our launcher and our blade. Oh, I'm really excited about this. Let me go ahead and take these out of their packaging and show you guys individually. Let's go ahead and start off with our left spin string launcher. I do love the blue, otherwise pretty much identical. I have heard some people about when they pull it out too hard or too far, it does get stuck, and there's a spring inside that needs to be fixed. So hopefully I don't encounter that problem, but just in case, let me just do a quick side by side. But just in case, you know, let's try to be extra careful with it. Also, the difference is just these middle pieces here. But overall, very nice. Love the colors of them next to each other. Love the color of this one individually. Let's go ahead and check out our blade. This is the first left spin Beyblade in Beyblade X, of course. Almost an homage to the legendary Dragoon Beyblade from the plastic generation. We do have 4 main attack points right here. Funny enough, it does look like it would be stronger in right spin, but Beyblade X is interesting that way. Overall, you get sort of like a wind pattern, I would say, like, you know, like how you would picture cartoon wind. Otherwise, still pretty aggressive. Guess it'd be similar to Dragon's Wings as well. If I'm understanding, it is one of the 4 divine beasts that plastic generation used as well. Let's get it to focus. So you can kind of see, hard to tell, my phone doesn't want to focus. There's some angled plastic down there. It's kind of almost like L-Drago's eye, but at the same time it doesn't quite look like a dragon head. But overall, still a really cool looking Beyblade, and definitely a fitting evolution to COBALT Drake that I've seen online. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of the parts. Here's our 2-60 ratchet, which is very cool. It looks a little, yeah, it's still symmetrical, but I think it's symmetrical. These are both on the same side. You both have a round spot here, flat there as well, 2 wings. It is symmetrical. Not sure about its competitive nature. I know 1-60 does get used on Dren Buster still, I believe. 2-60 is very interesting. Would like to get some testing done with that. And lastly, let's go ahead and look at our Cyclone bit. So standard flat, but it does have that sort of floral pattern, reminiscent of Medio L-Drago. Sorry, let's go ahead and check that out. Pattern is identical. Same direction, everything like that as left flat? Yeah, just left flat. So Cyclone is basically left flat, but for Beyblade X. High burst resistance, of course, being a flat Beyblade. It does look about the same height, a little bit smaller of a contact area. I do know it's not as useful as Rush, for example. I'll just pick up the whole Beyblade for that. Compare the width to Rush. So similar to Rush, more teeth like flat. Definitely not low like low flat, but about the same height as flat. I do know this one's not particularly as useful, but still really cool to have. So let's go ahead. Combine the Beyblade. So here's our combined Beyblade, COBALT Dragoon 260C. I almost forgot that you're supposed to turn it to the right since it's the opposite spin, but quickly figured that one out. I like the color combination, I like the design. I do wish it came a little bit shinier out of the packaging, but no real complaints there. Excited to see how this one performs. So let me go ahead, give it a little test launch. We'll give it a battle against, we'll do Dagger Dran. How about that? Let's go ahead and jump into that, guys. Not the greatest angle, but should be good enough just to see. I did not secure the stadium to the floor, so it might move around a little bit. So let's go ahead and give a quick test launch to our COBALT Dragoon. A very familiar sound, of course. Not surprised by that one at all. It sounds just like Medio L-Drago. Just the way the bit interacts with the stadium. But really cool that we finally get a Left Spin Beyblade, so let's go ahead and pick that up. Show it off to the camera one more time. Let's go ahead and do a quick battle. It's going to be tough because they're both attack, but we'll do a battle between Dagger Dran and COBALT Drake. First, I'll watch Dagger Dran. Dagger Dran did lose spin from being X-dashed almost immediately, but we're still getting a decent little battle. I don't expect Dagger Dran to win, of course, but here we go. We're starting to calm down a little bit. I would think that there is some sort of spin equalization factor in play. Oh, Dagger Dran actually outspun. Might be in my launch techniques, but still cool. I would assume there's some spin steal techniques, even though the metal is, it's a very aggressive clash. With Metal Fight, you didn't really get too much spin steal. With Medio L-Drago, you had the rubber to counteract on the attack ring compared to like the opposite on L-Drago Destroyer. It wasn't as effective as steel spinning, sorry, but it did have a lighter weight to account for that. That said, it'll be interesting to see how this affects the meta. I definitely want to do some testing of all the parts. I do know Cyclone might not be the greatest, but the Hasbro Stadium is somewhat unique. It's a little bit more narrow. I think similar length. I saw the dimensions online, but overall, if you have the means of getting this Beyblade, I highly recommend it. Otherwise, you can wait for the Hasbro release. That's inevitable. Hopefully, the Left Spin string launcher issues are solved soon for people. And yeah, overall, very happy to have this. This is technically the second Takara Beyblade X that I've gotten. I did order Drigger Slash, but unfortunately, they sent me another Dronzer, so I'm waiting for Malv Toys to remedy that. But regardless, very happy about this. Highly recommend it, like I said before already, probably like 1,000 times. I'll just place that back there. Hopefully this week I get a couple more orders. I did make an order for Brand Buster, Hell's Hammer, and Wizard Rod, which I'm super excited to see how all three of those interact in the Hasbro Beyblade X Stadium. Go out there, get yourself a COBALT Dragoon if you can. I love the callback to original Dragoon. Anyways, I keep rambling. I need to let you guys go. I need to go eat some food. I'm tired. It's been a long day at work. Go ahead, like this video, comment if you want to see anything else, if you want to see any specific battles using COBALT Dragoon. I'm here for you guys. Whatever you guys want to see, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you want to see me get anything else besides what I mentioned, go ahead and leave some suggestions down below. I will be happy to accommodate over time. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I've been making a lot of YouTube shorts lately, which honestly I'm not the biggest fan of. I like my long form content more, but got to grow the channel. So share this with your friends, let them know if you like my content or not. But like I said, guys, this has been CR Productions. Have a great day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.